Hey everybody, welcome back to Gamer Nerds. I'm Kalina J. In this episode, we'll be talking to you about Assassin's Creed 2, which was released for PS3 and 360. As in the first game, you follow the story of Desmond, this time as he tries to uncover the memories of his ancestor Ezio in Renaissance Italy. The conflict between the Assassins and the Templars continues. But that's enough for me, so let's see what the boys have to say.
The story behind Assassin's Creed 2 picks off right where the first game lets off. The setting of Assassin's Creed 2 is completely different from the first one. We have a jump from the Crusades to the Renaissance period, and we enter the life of a man named Ezio the Auditore di Firenze. Don't worry about the pronunciation.
My main complaints with the first game was, it was really repetitive and there's a lot of stuff going on that didn't seem to make much sense. The second time around, they improved greatly upon the story. Ezio, unlike Altair, is a character that was really well explored. Altair was a really cool character, but I found he was only cool because of the order he represented.
The Assassins.
Ezio, he's just a cool character by himself.
He's a banker's son, he's a womanizer, gets in trouble, and you learn all this at the beginning of the game, and he grows as a character throughout.
The story of the Assassins versus the Templars continues. That is the part of the game where things do get a little convoluted if you ask me. There's a lot of stuff going on and sometimes you don't know why you're going after certain people or what they've done. They kind of throw a lot of that stuff at you and for me it gets a little confusing. Leonardo da Vinci actually comes into the story, which is
great character,
really
one of my
cool.
favorites. The story is, it builds up a lot. It's, you do explore different parts of Venice and Rome and Tuscany and, you have your own villa in the Monteriggioni. It builds up to this epic confrontation. I'm not going to get into details who you end up fighting. The final boss battle is unspectacular in every possible way. Everything leading up to that was incredible, fantastic, and the ending. The third game, from the looks of it, and there's going to be a third one, hopefully we'll play as Desmond finally. I really want to see what they do to close up this eternal battle between the Assassins and the Templars.
Let's get into the gameplay, aka the meat of Assassin's Creed 2. Let's just start with what Assassin's Creed 2 is not that the first game was.
Repetitive. Thank God.
They fixed that. It just kept repeating and repeating, and I've noticed that in a lot of Ubisoft games. But they've, I'm sorry, sure.
Calling out.
Prince of Persia, Far Cry 2 Edition. The main aspects of the first game do come back. Well, navigation, there's the combat, there's the puzzles, but everything comes back in a better, more refined way. Like Altair, Ezio is very athletic. He climbs the walls, runs, jumps from building to building.
The parkour element is still, really well done. Again, you have your hidden blades, and I say blades because there's two of them this time around. You can buy new weapons, buy new armor. Your Uncle Mario teaches you new combat tricks. Honestly, it's all irrelevant because you just need to equip your fists. The second you learn the disarm move, the game becomes a joke.
Where in the first game I really complained about the combat because it's really clunky. This time around it feels a lot more smoother.
There's variants and you gotta keep on your toes and stuff, but honestly, I've had attempts where I've tried to get 30 guys to fight me at once and then, 20 of them will run away. I'm left with, 6 losers. I throw some sand in their face, use my double blades, kill them in the neck. It was too easy.
I like the fact that there's a lot more weapons them around. You have the swords and you have the smaller weapons, and you actually have this gun, which
useless. Use it for the one mission and forget about it.
Drop it. The hidden blade, that was my weapon of choice. I had issues though countering with the hidden blade. For some reason, Ezio would, put back the hidden blade, and then when you're trying to counter, you just get hit in the head.
I didn't care about the gun. I didn't care about hiding. I wasn't stealthy at all.
Yeah, there was no need.
I jump right in. They all freak out.
You know what's cool? The poisoned blade.
But why would you use that?
It's not necessary in any way, shape, or form.
The only time I use this because there was an achievement to do it.
Yeah, that one achievement is so much fun. You stab the guy, he's freaking out, you climb the building,
and you just drop down and kill him.
Bam.
I just think there's a lot of extra stuff that you could do with the combat. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You do have the notoriety this time around, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto. You can actually get rid of it by either ripping down, wanted
posters or killing,
or bribing the
heralds. It's just so easy. Don't even worry about that because honestly, I did not hide in a haystack once.
The first game, everyone complained that you couldn't swim. So this time around they fixed that, but no one else could swim. I really, really love the tomb sections of the game. There's a lot of platforming in it.
You should do them because they unlock a very cool item. They're puzzle-oriented navigation, where you're trying to find the secret tomb.
This time around, you have full control over where you hide. You can hide in the crowd. It's not just certain priests.
You distract guards with
prostitutes.
Courtesans. You're 5 foot away from the guards. Your alert meter goes up. You tell the courtesans to distract the guards. Then they're totally distracted.
Yeah.
And you sneak right behind them. Kill them all. He wears the same hood for 20 years. He's chasing people. You're being chased by the same people, the Templars. How the hell can you not spot him out of the crowd? I mean, really? It was a great game, you know, all the stuff you can do in it, but man, it was just too damn music. It's no surprise that this is one of the better looking games. Ubisoft is nuts about detail. The towns are different, the architecture is different. Italy is represented as a Renaissance country during the proper time. Some texture drawing because when you're on a horse, for example, things pop up, whatever. Visually, it's glorious.
It's a stunning game. It's beautiful from a grand scale point of view. In fact, it's even beautiful when you're looking at it, you know,
up close
and personal. But where the game does get ugly, and I'm sure you're gonna agree with me, it's funny because it's not everywhere and it's not everyone, but the characters in the game, the faces, depending on the characters, some are really badly done. Ezio's dad. When I first saw Ezio's dad in that cutscene, I was like, yo, this guy's like an alien. Like, the skin is so weird, he looked creepy.
I think they did a really good job on his head.
No, they did a good job on everyone except him.
The secondary missions, like, you have robotic as hell animation. They start running, and then they stop, and then they go back to the regular animation. In 23 years, your mom doesn't move once from her resting place, doesn't talk. Claudia sits in the same chair for 23 years.
When you're told to go beat up a woman's husband because he's being unfaithful, the guy is all like, please don't beat me anymore, and then he's like, and he just walks away, and it's just like, it's like the game suddenly abandons the idea that the mission ever existed. It spans 20-something years of Ezio's life. The only visual distinction between him is
20 years of goatee, man.
Is a goatee and a mustache.
Damn, dude.
You know, like, if in 20 years you just have a mustache, dude, man, what kind of cream was he using?
And I mean, really?
But beyond that, it's a good-looking game. The voice acting, honestly, it's up to par with even, like, I wouldn't say as good as Uncharted. Nothing can beat Uncharted right now, but it's freaking awesome.
It's really well done. I spent time just with my mouth on the floor watching and how realistic these guys are talking. The game is done in several different languages. I don't understand Italian very well. I learned some Italian from playing this game. Very believable delivery.
I also love the sound, the music in the game.
This is the bar. It's going to be even better for the third one, so bring it on, Ubisoft. Alright, so one thing we've been saying repeatedly through this review is that Assassin's Creed 2 is not like the first one, as in it's not repetitive. You have the main story, very easy. It took me about 12-15 hours to do it. You know, there are different types of missions, there are assassinations, there's a lot of hidden stuff.
Throughout the game, Subject 16 hid these glyphs. There are about 20 glyphs. Each glyph unlocks a portion of a video, which then unlocks the full video, which is really cool, by the way. In order to unlock the videos, you have to solve these puzzles. And some of the puzzles are really simple, like some of them are just like scan a picture. But some are these number decoding picture, you know, like you have to decode a number pattern, and they're just insane.
There's binary code that represents stuff, there's this hidden other language. You can spend hours trying to decipher all this.
They put real pictures of, like, for example, Franklin Roosevelt and stuff like that, and then they'd have this controversial thing behind it. I found myself go on YouTube or going Wiki or whatever, trying to figure out if this is actually true.
They're trying to relate people like Franklin Roosevelt, Gandhi, Hitler, Tesla to the Order of the Assassins and Templars.
It'll f with your brain. Beyond the glyphs, they also have stuff like the codec pages. So the codec pages were written by Altair. But if you ever take the time to read these codec pages, it's really cool because not in the first game you played Altair, but you never got to know him. And what I found really fascinating is that in Assassin's Creed 2, just through codec pages, you feel like more connected with Altair than you ever felt possible in the first game. The only thing in the content, the extra content that I really hate, these feathers. So there's only about 100 of them. Honestly, although it links it to the main story, it's just, oh man.
When you actually do final 100, I have, basically you create a cape. It has no benefit whatsoever. Your notoriety is 100% all the time. If you just want the achievement / trophy, do it.
Actually, I found about 45, and I was gonna try and unlock that hammer, but I just gave up. I don't care anymore about these stupid feathers. So there's this, I guess I would call it a build up your town mode. He's an architect or designer or whatever. You talk to him, you give him money, and he helps upgrade, you know, the brothel. I said brothel first. You upgrade the brothel.
First thing he went to upgrade.
That helps you gain money. Because you build up your town, it gains more value. When you do it, the guy still stands there asking you if you want to build up your town. I kept thinking I missed something or something. Like, why is the guy still asking me if I want to build a damn town?
Maybe you did.
No.
Maybe you haven't realized, but the game jumps from memory sequence 10 to 14. Or 11 to 14, sorry. So there is DLC coming out for those two memory sequences. The game sold well. It's won a lot of awards, and it should. So, you know, good job, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for watching Gamer Nerds. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please feel free to leave your comments and feedback below, and please subscribe. We'll see you next time on Gamer Nerds.
People out there that like Gamer Nerds, if you have that action figure and you want to give it away,
Yeah, I better have my bucks for you.
yeah.